Hey everybody, welcome to TRUtalk. My name is Mr. Pure Instinct, or MPI, as always, and I am joined by Mallet Editor, as always. Mallet, how are you?
Not dead.
Got that going for you.
Woo!
I'm super proud of you.
I know, right?
With us, we also have AndyTurboX and SpartanBL. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Happy to be here.
Yay!
All right, so you guys know the drill. Before we get started, we have to interrogate these fine folks. Mallet, who should we start with? I always pick. You pick.
Eeny, miny, miny, mo, and break a person. Here we go. Let's start with the person who's not hiding off camera. Andy, you're up.
You can't just hide in the
Andy
hoodie.
Turbo.
All right.
I'm AndyTurboX. I am like an emo kid, and I'm obsessed with synthwave, and I like to stream dark things, so survival horror, like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, and I just like being dark and mysterious. And then also wearing makeup on my face.
Do you like Dead by Daylight?
I've played it a little bit. It's not one of my favorite things in the world, but I haven't put too much time into it, so I can't really say yes or no.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's
It's hard to say until you've played a lot of it. Like
Yeah,
400
my husband
hours.
My husband probably has like 1,000 hours. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am like this close to breaking the threshold of 400. I realize that.
yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, so then how did you get started on Twitch?
Do you want the long version or the Reader's Digest version?
The U version.
Yeah, whichever one you like better.
Okay, so I'll try to condense this as much as possible. So back in about 2011, 2012, I found a website called Livestream. That was when I first saw live streaming as a thing. And then from there, I found like Justin TV, saw people were playing video games on that. I signed up an account as a viewer. And then when they first like announced Twitch, like I got on it then. And I played Resident Evil quite a bit from about like 2013 to 2014. I had a little bit of growth, but I eventually stopped because I got threatened to be swatted, and somebody actually like sent me my address and everything, so it freaked me out.
What the heck?
Yeah, they were mad because I was hating on Resident Evil 5. I was playing it, but I didn't like it, so they got mad about that, and I don't know.
What kind of loser swat somebody because you disagree with their opinion on a video?
I don't know if they would have actually done it. It's just the whole notion that they got my address somehow, and I was like, I'm not good with that. So I stepped away from Twitch for a while. I tried to come back like in 2017, and then that didn't really work out. And then I started back up like about a year ago, and I was doing some things. And then I kind of got lost in the flow. And then around January time, I started planning a move down to Florida, which is where I'm at now. And around that time, I was trying to stream with my pigeon. And like I told you guys earlier, he got mean and decided to start biting me all the time. So that wasn't a thing. So in the time between moving down here and now, I was working a very crazy work schedule. And now that I have a normal work schedule again, I was just like, you know what? Rebrand it. Let's just start fresh. Let's just go with it. So I'm back. I started about 2 weeks ago. So
Okay.
I'm new,
Right.
in a sense.
Yeah.
I'm newish.
Yeah. You're like the new guy on the job that's had the job before at a different company kind of thing.
Yes.
You know what you're doing. You're the new guy right now. It's all good.
Exactly.
Well, cool. Then what is the story behind your current username? You said you've done some rebranding, so I'm sure it's changed many a times. What is the
So
story behind it?
When I used to be obsessed, well, I still am obsessed with pandas. So all of my usernames that I've had in the past have been panda based. Recently I was just Pandy, and before that I was Pandy Root EXE. I didn't really feel like those kind of like explained myself very well. And when I was sitting down thinking of names that like I would want to use, I thought of Andy Turbo, because a long time ago I had a username that had Turbo in it, and I always liked it.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm gonna borrow that word. And Andy Turbo is pretty much taken by so many dead accounts, so I had to add an X to it. And I guess that just only adds to the whole emo aesthetic, which only started because when MyChem announced they were coming back, I posted a joke photo to my personal Facebook account. And all of my friends and everybody thought it was crazy that like I was wearing makeup and like all this MyChem garbage. And I was like, what if I did this on stream? So that explains the makeup, and plus I'm just crazy like that. And you know, I also love Jeffree Star, so I'm just trying to cover every.
Oh man, Jeffree Star, that is a name I have not heard in a while.
I love him. I'm actually wearing his lipstick right now.
I forgot that's what he like went on to do, because the only thing I remember that name from is the music career that.
Oh yeah, that's a great album.
A thing that existed.
I knew about Jeffree Star when he first like converted his MySpace profile. I'm that old.
I remember MySpace music.
Yeah, I am old. Okay, I'm old. I just turned 30.
That's not old.
That's old. That is old. My back cracks and my knee cracks and my whole life cracks.
You really want me to get started on things cracking? Oh boy. I'd take up the entire.
You don't want that to start.
Nope.
No.
You'll never hear the end of it. So then, that's the username. What keeps you motivated to stream? I know you just came back, so you've kind of like stopped multiple times. What keeps bringing you back?
I like entertaining. I'm the type of person that I always want to exude creativity. Like, if I could be in a band right now, I would do it. If I could be like a really great painter right now, I would do it. If I could just do anything, I would do it. And one of the things I've always had a thing for was just kind of entertaining my friends. And from there, I was like, what if I took this on the internet and kind of built around it? Because originally when I started streaming, it was just about playing video games. I thought it was cool and people were watching me and just hanging out. I was like, this is cool. But then as time went on, I was like, this is actually like really cool to actually put like an entertainment spin on it. And it allows me just to kind of be me. You know, like I can't really do this at work or like out in public too much. So it's just like, this gives me a way to be able just to kind of do whatever I want and just say F you to everybody else.
That's fair. That's a pretty good reason.
I'm gay as it is, so I'm already not normal. So I might as well just take advantage of it.
Well, what's normal anyway, right? Being normal's
boring.
Exactly.
That's boring.
Normal's boring.
We don't want to do that.
And again, as I said before we started, I would kill to be able to do eyeshadow like that. So
this is only like the 5th time I've done it.
it looks amazing.
YouTube.
Oh, well, thank you.
Like legit, I would kill. Yeah, it's not about the YouTube and more about the whole. I have shaky hands.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I just raccoon my eyeliner on, and that covers everything.
Oh, I won't put makeup on my water because it is a pain to get it off, and I don't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I knew it was gonna be said.
Jinx.
All right. So, of all the time that you've been streaming, then, because it's been a while, what is your favorite memory from streaming?
I would have to say it's probably when you guys raided me that one time when I was just Pandy. Like, I think it was like right around the time this like started back up, like the TRUtalk podcast started back up. And that's when I had my pigeon with me. And it was just like, oh my God, people. Yeah.
I remember that because I remember the pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, MPI,
Yeah.
it was like
Marshmallow.
one of our first shows.
Yeah.
It was like one of our first shows after we started. I totally remember that.
I remember.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember things, so I'm really glad I remember that.
I still remember that. I have a clip of it somewhere like hidden around in my YouTube archives. It was a great time. I thought it was great because then all of my like TRUfam people finally like burst in. So I was like, oh my God, I recognize you people.
Yeah, that's like one of the hardest things is there's just so many people. Like, I can't make it to everyone. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to leave anybody out, but I'm just like, I'm just so busy and so many people. So
yeah, it was just the fact that you guys chose me. I was just like, oh my God, I feel so loved.
Well, good. That's what we want to do here. That's what the TRUfam's all about. Showing love, man. That's what it's all about. All right. Well then, Andy, do you have anything else you want to let people know right now that we maybe didn't cover in the questions? If you think of something later, you can always bring it up. We kind of go off on tangents all the time.
That's okay. I have ADD, so I can be right here 1 minute, and then the next minute I'm on Mars, and then I'm coming back, and then I'm over there, and then I'm here.
I knew I
I
liked
don't know.
you.
I guess I'm just weird. I like being weird. I like weird things. I like cursed images. That's a thing too. So people are always welcome to DM me cursed images on Twitter.
What, like those chain letter things where if you don't send it on to 5 people, you're gonna die?
Oh no! Just go
No.
on Reddit. Just go to the cursed images subreddit.
Oh, dear.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I've got dice on my desk and I can't stop.
I was
So
gonna
if you
say,
hear random
I
noise-
think I see both of them going to the subreddit right now, and I'm just waiting
No,
for
no.
one of their faces to
I'm
be
just
like,
rolling.
"Whoa!"
I'm just rolling dice from my.
18 plus. I should recommend that you should be.
How old
at
do you
cursed
think
images.
I am?
No, I'm talking to the people out there.
Spartan found it. All right. Well, poor Spartan. Let's pull you back in. This
Now I
poor
wanna
man.
know. Kidding. Now I have to look this up.
All right, Spartan. That's probably way scarier than your interrogation questions.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Don't give the dog grape juice. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give their dog grape.
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna look this up now. Thank you.
It's right on the front page there.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh
look.
my god.
I'm scared.
What have I
It
done?
wasn't scary. It was just like.
Why?
Why not?
All right, Spartan. So then, we'll kick
On
things
that
off
note.
here. Give us a brief overview of who you are as a streamer, your channel, and how you got started on Twitch.
So
I can't find
I
it.
got started probably. I think I actually started my channel probably about 2 years ago, close to 2 years ago now. I haven't done a lot with streaming for myself. I'm more of a TRUfam community member, and also a part of a bunch of different communities, smaller communities, stuff like that. I got a lot of my streaming knowledge out of Azumat. He was actually my first sub way back in the day. It was pretty cool. But I've done a lot of like community game stuff. I'm more of a chat person than a game person. I'm more paying attention to my chat and talking to people than I am to my game. So most of the time I play games with my chat if I am streaming. But I haven't really streamed a lot lately. Just because when I first started streaming, I was just out of a knee surgery and I couldn't
Ooh.
work.
Ooh,
So that was my social interaction with people because I
right.
couldn't go anywhere really. So that was what I did at that point. And then when I started working again, to start off my working period, I was gone for like 2 months in training. So that kind of killed my streaming.
Kind of got in the way of
a lot.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and then working days that I don't even know when I'm going to get home. So streaming has kind of been a struggle for me. So one thing that I have been doing, the past 3 TRUgaming charity streams, I've streamed for those, and I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy helping raise money for awesome causes. So that's pretty much what I do now. Is I do charity streams.
That's awesome.
It's not a bad thing at all. There are way worse
Save the
reasons to
children.
stream.
That's true. But I just love hanging out with everyone and talking with everyone. So I mean, if I can spend my day in someone else's chat or in a bunch of other people's chats and enjoy the day with them, that's just as fine with me as instead of me streaming and people coming to me. I'd love to send my love to everyone else. So I like to hang out with everyone
Awesome.
and yell at Rockstar, but that's besides the point.
Well, yeah.
You guys hate Blizzard, right? Isn't it Blizzard that you guys hate? Or is
No.
EA.
it EA, yeah. I hate Rockstar right now.
Understandably.
Sucks.
But
To be-
Rockstar has created such amazing things.
That he can't play. Poor
He's
guy.
right.
Poor guy.
He can't play his game with horse genitals.
No, wait.
It's so
He's
sad.
right. Yeah, he's right.
What? Hey.
So, God.
Oh, you didn't know about that, Mallet.
I've never played. I don't own the only console I own is a Switch.
Red Dead Redemption 2 has anatomically correct.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a horse. Who cares?
I don't know. It's the internet. People talked about it.
It was
The
a
internet-
thing when they announced it.
Have none of y'all ever ridden a horse?
First images.
Have none of y'all ever ridden a horse before? I mean, geez.
That's a loaded question.
All right, then, Spartan, where did your name come from?
Well, when I was a kid, my cousin was Spartan GL, Spartan Gray Leader. Spartan BL is Spartan Blue Leader. And I spent a lot of time down in Florida with him back in the day. And at the time, I kind of had a bunch of different nicknames and stuff online. Like, I was Turtle, I was Frick Frack, I was this, that, and I'm like, I need something that's gonna stick. And then I watched Spartacus with him.
Oh no.
This is Sparta. So that's where I am, and now I have it.
Oh, you went all the way.
Dang, you're deep.
Deep. Let's change that subject.
Cool.
So I was wondering if it was going to be a Halo reference, but clearly it wasn't. Disappointing.
Actually,
Tis
Ouch.
All
That
right.
hurts.
So then,
I believe his name was a Halo reference, so kind of in a way it is.
maybe it is. I've never watched the show, so I don't know. So then you don't really stream a whole lot, but what kind of keeps you motivated to keep coming back to Twitch to hang out with people and stream during like the charity events or community events, and just what do you overall love about live streaming?
I just love the community aspect of everything and getting to hang out with everyone. I found a lot of great people through Twitch. You know, the start of this year, I went to playthrough. After never meeting anyone, I spent probably close to $700 just to get down there to play through for one day, not even the 2 days, for one day, to meet as many people as I could. Like, I met Mallet. Well, Mallet. I have two. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's below me. But over on my other screen, she's up there.
Yeah, Discord doesn't show it correctly
I'm
to everyone.
I am everywhere.
Discord this is basically Hollywood Squares.
Yeah, Discord is just like,
I'm trapped.
there's your layout. Good luck.
Yeah. But I mean, I met a lot of awesome people, and you know, like I said, I'm a community person. I love hanging out with everyone, getting to know new people, and just doing whatever. It's a fun way to get some of that social interaction, because most of the day I work with people, or I work for a telecommunications company where I'm in different people's houses every day that normally aren't very happy.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps to, you know, spend a day with people that are happy.
People who aren't yelling at me for things that aren't my fault. Yeah, yeah,
You know, to kind of even things out.
Such is the life of retail.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't miss customer service at all. It is a tough gig.
I had a guy getting all mad at me today. That was not fun.
Yeah, I never found that I wanted to help people who were mad at me. So I was like, I just want you to go away.
No, one day I want to move into the QC department at my company because you don't get to talk to anybody.
Yeah, that's the
love
dream.
Right?
Retail basically gave me my whole life's outlook, and it's just pretty much, if it's something you can't help, don't even worry about it. Like, I gave myself an ulcer working in retail, and just from that point, it was just like, if I'm clocked out, I can't do anything about it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
don't even talk to me.
Yeah, I'm not on the clock. This is now the definition of not my problem.
Exactly.
100%. I agree.
I've actually responded to somebody like that. I got a phone call. Oh, what do I do with this? It's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure somebody else there knows.
Have you ever gone on the
Exactly.
I don't work here subreddit?
Yes, I love
Yes.
that subreddit so much.
That one's a good
That's a good one. So then, Spartan, what is your favorite memory around streaming? You don't stream a lot yourself, but maybe either from your own stream or from another stream you've been a part of.
So I don't stream a lot, but I do stream every once in a while. And one day I was kind of feeling down because I am a really small streamer because I don't stream a lot. I do more on other people's channels than I do mine. But I was streaming, what was it? I was streaming Marbles on Stream,
Ah,
formerly known as Twitch Balls, but that's besides the point. It was actually known as Twitch balls to begin with. But I had like 2 people, 1 person in my chat, that were just kind of there to, help me keep going. And all of a sudden, the raid alert goes off. A Twitch partner raided me with 136 people.
Ooh, dang.
I went from 2 to 3 to 136. I didn't actually crap myself, but I metaphorically crap myself.
I sincerely hope that was a metaphor. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that goes against the terms of service.
Yeah, I have to imagine
they
it
can't
does.
See, they don't know about.
I don't-
But I'd say that was one of the most awesome things, was getting that huge of a raid, and then I was able to reach out to that person and say thank you, and they responded, which was pretty awesome. And I mean, they're a pretty big streamer, so I mean, well, they're a Twitch partner, so obviously they're a pretty big streamer. But they took the time to even respond to me and say, hey, it was awesome. We had fun hanging out. That's when there's something like that can happen. That's awesome.
It's awesome, man. Well, cool. Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you want to let people know about before we move on to a couple of topics we've got?
Green
We've got
Cord, we miss you.
We've got topics.
We do.
We do.
Do we have
Why
hot
wasn't I
topics?
told? Why wasn't I told?
They're very simple things. You don't even need to read an article about them. They're basically going to be me asking your opinion of things.
I'm scared.
It's fine. It's
Do you
fine.
really want my opinion?
Yes.
Yes.
If we didn't want your opinion, you wouldn't be here.
Okay.
That's fair.
So, do you guys remember this game that came out earlier this year called Anthem? Do y'all remember that?
Doesn't ring any bells.
All right. So, Anthem
Rip.
was basically a looter shooter, similar in vein to Destiny, and it did very badly.
It was like very hyped, and it was very.
Oh my god, the hype was
so bad.
huge. There was so much
It was
hype
so
around
bad,
it,
though.
and then it came
I didn't
out,
even
and
bother.
everyone hated it.
Well, I got a beta
It was a
key.
No Man's Sky.
Well, it's like I was able to get a beta key, and I tried it, and it's just like, this sucks. I'm going back to Destiny. So,
I didn't bother. I saw it and I was just like, I can't care.
See, it took me forever to even check out Destiny. So I mean,
That's fair. So they're apparently, according to the team, they have torn Anthem down and they're figuring out what needs to change fundamentally, and they've been doing that for months. So basically, they realized it flopped, and they're trying to make it Anthem 2.0 and reboot it.
well, I hope they could figure out that it flopped.
I think it's too late at this point. I really
And
do.
I have been looking into that a little bit. And I was reading that they don't know how they're going to do it. They don't know what they're going to do, but they know it flopped, and they're going to try to do something. And they don't know if they want to release it as a new game, want to release it as DLC, or if they want to like completely redo everything.
Best bet would be to completely redo anything. With Destiny's new expansion this time, it's
It's bad timing.
very bad timing.
Well,
Destiny's
if this happens, it's probably not going to be for a while. Like, they're not dropping this tomorrow or anything.
Oh yeah, because they'd be stupid.
It's going to be a while. But I
It
want to
would be a
know,
flop 2.0.
is there a point in doing this? Is it too little too late? Is anyone going to want to come back to it?
No.
See,
Just
I
let it
don't
go.
want to say yes or no because, like I said, I haven't had too much experience with it. But I mean, they probably did put a lot of money into it,
Oh yeah, they did.
especially
Oh,
with
yeah,
all the
they
hype.
did.
So I mean, it's really they have to figure out if there's even going to be a big enough following to begin with, because obviously it didn't go so well the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people got burned. It's like, I mean, I said I tried the beta key and like hated it after like just trying it for a bit, but then I had other friends who were super excited and they got it on day one, and it's like, it's terrible. What is happening?
Right.
So okay.
I played the beta for it, and I didn't even like the beta. Like,
Yeah, I didn't like the beta either. It was awful.
that was enough for me to just kind of go, nah, this isn't for me.
Right?
This ain't for me. So, I don't know, man. I don't want it to do bad. Like, I never want a game to do badly.
Puppy.
Unless, you know, the people involved are awful human beings and they deserve it to do badly. But I don't think that's what happened here. It's just, I think it didn't do well.
Hey, puppy. There's a puppy. I'm distracted. Hi,
There's
puppy.
a puppy
Tell.
on stream.
There's
Like
a puppy on the
all
stream.
attention has to go to the puppy.
I didn't cause that.
This is
Hello, puppy.
this is great content for the audio listeners.
That is now the official
Right?
true puppy. That is the official true puppy.
Who's your good puppy? Good puppy. Okay. Anyway.
You're a puppy peanut. That's
All
something.
right. I love puppies. Anyway,
Okay,
I mean-
peanut.
I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. Will I try it again? No, because it's EA and screw EA. Except they did seem to hit it out of the park with the new Star Wars game, Fallen Order. What did I drop?
I don't know.
I found it.
She asked that like we could answer that question.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know what you dropped?
That was rhetorical.
Uh-huh.
All right, so is our consensus here that we kind of just don't care about Anthem anymore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's kind of where I was
You got
at,
me to
but
admit that.
I wanted to see how everyone else was feeling about it.
Cool.
All right. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the Game Awards. So it's the big show every year. It's basically, you know, the Oscars, the Tonys, the whatever other stupid award shows that are out there for video games. And I want to ask you guys about two different categories. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. So they announced all of the nominees today. You can go online and vote if you care enough. So here's their Game of the Year nominees. And I want to see if you guys agree with these, if you've played any of these, or if there are some of them that you don't feel like really fit Game of the Year material. So we have Control, Death Stranding, which has been out for
Not as
2 weeks, Resident Evil 2 Remake,
That was a good one.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
I thought that came out last year.
It came out this year.
Like
The start of the
what
year.
was it? I thought it came out like in December.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure it was this year.
I guess it was because it was nominated.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could have been like end of December technically because after the show would have already happened, so they kind of roll those like holiday games over. But it was definitely after the holidays.
Okay.
Smash Ultimate and The Outer Worlds.
Didn't that just come out too?
That's been out for less than a month. So you have Death Stranding and The Outer Worlds that have been out less than a month. That are
but Death
apparently
Stranding
Game of the
gorgeous.
Year possibility.
Are
Have
you
you
just
seen
saying
Death
it's gorgeous
Stranding?
because of Daryl?
I mean,
No, I'm saying like just the game design. is gorgeous.
That doesn't
But
make it a
getting
good
to
game,
see
though.
Norman just because
I had
getting-
to. Sorry, you can go on.
No, that was all. I was.
I had to unfollow Hideo Kojima on Instagram
Do
because it
tell.
was just. It was literally just everything I was seeing was him. I never
it
liked
was
the post.
just Norman
I never,
Reedus.
It was just Norman Reedus, Hideo, just like Death Stranding. It was like every post I was seeing. Like I had to like scroll to find other things.
Yeah, he
So I
like
just had to
really
unfollow him.
leaned
Like,
into
I
that
can't
one.
do that. I haven't played it though. I
will say, I mean, I haven't played it, but I've only seen a little bit of it. I watched my friend play it for about 15 minutes while we were waiting for our DM to get there to start our session, and the part that I got to see, like literally the first 20 minutes is all just there's like no gameplay for a good 20 minutes, which is kind of crazy if you stop and think about it. But I mean, it was one of the prettiest games I've ever seen. And from what I hear, everybody's raving. But also, it's a Kojima game. I think automatically puts you on Game of the Year lists, no matter
Especially
what.
at the Game Awards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I think that was kind of like the first birthplace of this game, if I remember right, was at the Game Awards. So have you guys played any of these games? Because I've only played...
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I played Resident Evil 2 and Outer Worlds, and that's it.
You
Well,
played Smash Ultimate, right?
I mean, I've played it for like...
You have Smash Ultimate. I played it at your house.
You didn't play it. You didn't play mine at my house. You played someone else's.
I don't care.
I've played like 20 minutes of it with friends while we're drinking. I'm not a huge Smash person.
It's way more fun.
It's not for me.
I'm in the same boat. It's one of those things that like I like playing the single player story kind of stuff, but after that's over, it's like unless it's like a group of people and we're just having fun, like it's boring to me just to sit there and single player it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't like
That's
going
fair.
online with games sometimes.
Yeah, and even then, like I can only play it for so long with people because I lose my character all the time. I'm like, where the hell am I? And then suddenly I'm falling off the map, and I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. This game's not fun. Let's see. So I lied. I did play Sekiro for about an hour. I hated that game. I hated it. I hated it a lot. It was hard, and it wasn't even like fun difficult. It was just like, why is this game so hard?
Mm-hmm.
I did try playing Sekiro. Like I got maybe past like the second boss or something, but I ended up getting so hopelessly stuck. I love the Souls games, but Sekiro was just a different level of that. It was I don't know what they were doing. Like it was rough.
That's what I've heard a lot of people say. They're like, so this is a Souls game, but it is like to the extreme Souls game. So if you've never played another one before, or even if you have and liked those, that doesn't make this game for you.
Yep.
So it was not fun. It wasn't
I heard
like
it was pretty rough.
yeah, it wasn't like challenging. Like, man, this is kind of tough, but like I feel like I'm gonna complete this challenge. It was more just like you just throw your Xbox or whatever out the window and
It's
quit.
literally just
You
hard
about
for the
lost
sake of
your
being hard.
mind playing Sekiro.
Oh yeah, I
I
quit.
heard
I
about
ended my stream early and uninstalled it for my Xbox
He
that
did.
moment. I was like, I'm done
He
with
did.
this.
He completely
still
lost
uninstalled?
his...
Oh yeah, I will never be installed again.
It was
How
hilarious.
much did you pay?
Actually, someone bought it for me, and I feel terrible
Oh.
because they bought it digitally, so I couldn't even like send it back to them or return it or anything. I was like, I'm stuck with this game forever, and I wasted
ended
your
up
money.
trading it in.
Just
I
gonna
was
sit there for like the rest of.
Yeah, like if they had shipped me a digital or a physical copy, I would have sent it back to them and be like, dude, please take this game and find someone that enjoys it because it's not for me. But now
Well,
it's
I
just
mean,
sits in my library.
You were also still like doing the beans at the time too. You know, we'd troll you with those.
Was I?
Yeah, I think so. You didn't stop the beans and well,
These?
Oh yeah, I did.
beans. He would eat-
I was
No,
eating
it's
those.
hilarious.
I was doing
Yeah.
those because I didn't stop them until after.
until I
my,
dropped like, a bomb on you for no reason. And you
No,
had to eat all of
we
them at
stopped
once.
them after my my charity stream.
Because Rab ate one and about died. I remember. That was
I still remember when the Birdie Bots beans first came out, like in 2002.
These
I
are
think for like the
so
second
much
movie.
worse.
Yeah, these are
Oh,
awful.
God.
They're the worst.
I won't try them because of that. Like that's the reason why I won't touch Bean Boozled. It's like it's not even worth it to me.
Yeah, like
No,
they're
I
a million
almost
times
love-
worse.
They're so bad.
Um,
I
so
was
bad.
scared to do the Bean Boozled.
yeah, they're rough,
Bean
dude.
Boozles are awful. I had one when I did the charity stream a few weeks back where it was I think dirty dishwasher.
Oh, I haven't had that one yet, and I don't want to.
Oh, it's bad because like it's soap and like dirt and like scum.
So
and
many gross things at one
I-
time. I can't.
I'm
I
sure
can't
that
do it.
I
doesn't
liked
taste
the
as bad
plain
as
soap
a dirty
ones from Birdie Bot.
dishwasher actually smells.
It's awful. I almost threw up. Like I almost got up and went and puked in my trash can in the middle of the charity stream because
If
that's
you haven't taken apart an actual dishwasher and cleaned out like the entire
It's
draining system,
disgusting.
Why would I do
Yeah.
that when I live in an apartment and I can get somebody to do it for me?
That's fair.
well, that's part of my job.
Sucks to be you. Sucks.
I
to
work
be
on
you.
appliances too, so I mean,
Yeah, we had to. I didn't have to take apart my dishwasher, but we had to take apart the draining system in our sink, and
Ah.
that alone
Oh.
was enough.
oh yeah, they're disgusting.
I
Yeah.
had to do that once. Like we had a clog so bad in our kitchen sink at like my old house in Michigan, and it was so clogged that like Drano nothing was happening. So I
Mhm.
was like, okay, what is going on? So I got it off, like the bend in it. I got that section out. It was just so calcified and full of just gook, and
That's the only
So-
way I can describe it is gook.
I
It's so
rinsed it out
nasty.
outside, and like a mass. Like I thought it was alive at one point. You ever see like when people have the twins inside of them? It was almost like that. It was
Oh
just
man.
a calcified remnant of
What?
something.
Wait,
And
what?
It was awful.
Okay,
The
okay,
twins?
okay.
What?
Okay. No. No.
I'm not really describing what it looks like.
Oh god, are you gonna send it to someone? I want to look at it.
No.
That's-
no,
Oh, I know
no,
what you're
no,
talking
no,
about,
no,
yeah.
No.
No.
No, and no.
All right, kids. Fine.
That's just the term. That's the medical term for
Right.
it. So it's there for you if you want to see it.
No.
I
already
don't want
looked
to
up
see it.
first
I don't
images.
want to see it.
Oh, you
So-
don't have to. I'm not sending you a photo of it if you don't want to see it.
It's
Wait,
literally
what
just the word.
Yeah, it's just the word. If you want to search it up.
Is there anything missing out of this that you guys would want to be in a game of the year contender that isn't there maybe over another game?
Not really, but I haven't really played new games this year. I've kind of stuck to my old favorites.
I'm just biased because Resident Evil 2, the original Resident Evil 2 is like my favorite game of all time. So when the remake came out, I was all about that for like a good solid month, and it was just like I thought it was well done. I thought it was amazing. So I'm just biased, and I'm just gonna say Resident Evil 2.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I played through Resident Evil 2, and I played through like all the campaign sides, and then we did like the soldier runs and the tofu runs and then the DLCs that came
Tofu.
out and stuff like that. It was a really fun and good game, and it still sometimes comes up in my chat that they're like, tofu run? Are we doing a tofu run? I was like, no, I don't want to do them anymore. They're frustrating. Also, the game got uninstalled when all of my Steam games decided to uninstall themselves not that long ago, so that was fun.
Did you ever figure out what happened with that?
Nope, they were just gone.
It's really weird.
Everything's fine now.
Hey, MPI, where's MPI? Chat wants to know where your makeup is.
Yeah, why? Why aren't you wearing makeup?
That's expensive.
Why is it offensive?
Expensive, like dollars.
I'm wearing
dollar bills.
$5 eyeshadow from Walmart.
I ain't got
The
$5.
lipstick is Jeffree Star, so my husband has that. So he wasn't. I was like, I'm gonna use it.
You have a wife, MPI. Steal some of hers.
She doesn't really wear
Thanks.
makeup. And the little bit that
Verity,
she
is
does, she'll be
this
like, "Did you
acceptable?
really take that? Dang it!" There you go.
Is this acceptable?
I'll be
I
the
guess
odd
it
one out.
counts. It counts.
This is about my level
Yeah,
of
you're
skill,
like-
anyways.
MPI, you're like a former theater person. Don't you have stage makeup lying around somewhere?
I never did makeup,
So?
so why would I
Don't all
have it
theater
if
people
I
have
didn't
makeup
do it?
lying around?
No.
All theater people have makeup lying around.
That stuff's really expensive.
I don't know.
I will agree with you. I've gone with my husband to go buy special effects makeup and stuff, and it is
It is pricey. No way I would have that
It's
sitting around,
crazy.
especially if I don't do it.
I could easily blow
I'm
like
gonna mail you-
$250
I'm gonna
in like
mail
a
you
second.
some makeup soon. Just
Here, just borrow my Crayola.
Yeah, there we go.
Right?
Yeah, just hook me up with that Crayola real quick.
You're taking it back to middle school for me.
Right?
Like I used to do that stuff in middle school. I used to be like, oh, I'm so cool. Like I'm gonna color my face with a Sharpie, look like a
Oh my
raccoon.
gosh. Nah, I'm gonna mail you some makeup, MPI, just for kicks.
I mean,
You're more than welcome to throw it out on camera, but I'm still gonna do it.
that's what I'm gonna do. It's just on camera.
Let's
Just
send MPI like a big giant care package of just like really
Yes!
cheap makeup and just be
And
like,
beans.
now you don't have an excuse.
And
They
beans.
sell it at Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and bean boozles. Can't forget the bean boozles.
I will
Yeah.
throw those out.
I know.
Those are dead to me for the rest of forever.
What kind of donation would you have to get in order just to take like a handful of just all of them
None.
and just
I used to
I
do
knew
that.
Somebody that did that.
I used to
You
do it.
used
That's
to
why I
do
don't
it.
want to do it anymore.
It was one bean. It was one bean per sub. So his
I
other,
have-
his mods and I would go and drop like 10, 15 subs at a time, just to
Ugh.
watch him have to eat that many beans.
There was
And we do it
I
on
ate one
purpose because
bean.
we knew we'd have to watch him do it.
there was one night
But I missed all
between
this.
all the gifted subs and a giant bit war that happened.
Remember that?
I had to eat over 200 beans. I broke it out over 3 days. Like we figured it out. We are like, I will eat this many like on the hour, like per hour on the hour. And it was, I set a timer every hour on the hour. I would eat them and check them off of a checklist that we made because it got so ridiculous. It's like, if I eat all these, I'm going to vomit multiple times.
Because Rab donated like what 5,000 bits.
Oh, it ended up being at least like $500 in bits. It was dumb.
And then it was like, you know, you got like, I know I donated at least 15 subs that night.
Yeah.
And I know other people did too.
It was just absolutely
It
ridiculous.
was amazing.
Here's a good question, because I know that like doing shots for subs and stuff like that is against TOS. And basically anything that would punish you, would it count if like those Carolina Reaper chips? Like if you ate one of those for every sub?
Take it from somebody who did that for charity once. Don't.
Oh, I wouldn't do it. I'm not that crazy.
Exactly.
I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy. But
I don't know. I guess it could, because if you eat too much hot stuff, it can alter your brain state. Like if you eat too much hot stuff, you can feel like you're intoxicated.
You can actually shut your lungs down essentially.
Yeah.
If you eat something that's like
Okay.
super hot.
When Reapers are like the hottest pepper ever. Or whatever.
I would
I'm
do, like,
sure
a hot
there's
sauce
worse.
challenge. I would do it like just increasingly after like every sub, every stream. I would go from like Tabasco sauce like all the way up to like something wicked.
Have you ever seen the series Hot Ones?
Mm-mm.
So it's a series
No.
on YouTube where a guy gets celebrity guests on and they eat progressively hotter hot wings, and he conducts an interview during it. It's hilarious because he's
think I
asking
might
them
have
like
seen that.
legitimate questions, like, so you like, how'd you get into movies? They're like, there's this rumor about you as a child. Did this really happen? And they're like, I can't. This wing is so hot. Oh god. So there's one with Kevin Hart, and he legitimately is like, I think I'm drunk right now. And he can't take his jacket off. He's like, I'm drunk because he ate, the wings were so hot for him.
Huh.
Poor little dude.
I did. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I did Reapers for last year's Extra Life stream. It was $200 to eat a Reaper on camera because I hate spicy stuff. I don't do spicy at all. I love British food. Put it in perspective how much I hate spicy. Somebody donated $400 to watch me eat Reapers.
It's a good way to raise money.
Yeah, it was great, but it sucked.
The things you do to help other people.
Right?
Okay. No.
So there's other categories on the Game Awards. I think really the only other one that I think really kind of would be a good thing for us to discuss is the Streamer of the Year. Or Content Creator of the Year. I'm sorry. Let me get the right wording. Because they just had the Esports Awards where they had a Streamer of the Year. This is Content Creator. So, I'm going to read them off, and I want to know two things. Actually, three things. One, do you know who all these people are? Because I didn't. I still
Probably
don't. Two, I forgot what the other two were now. Is there someone missing that you think should be on here? And I don't remember what the third one was now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So we have Courage JD, Dr. Lupo, Ewok, Grifg, Grefg, Grifg, and Shroud.
Yep.
How
I know,
many?
Like 3 of those.
Okay, I was about to say, how many of these people do you know?
3 out of 5.
Who are the first two again?
Courage JD, and Dr. Lupo.
I've heard of Dr. Lupo and Shroud.
Lupo, Shroud.
I know Courage.
I don't
from
watch them.
esports,
I've
so-
heard of Courage because didn't he just like recently change from?
He just
Twitch
moved
to
to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically, I'll call that 3.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you that you know 3. So I still don't
Never
know
watched him,
who this Griff guy is. And I don't particularly have an interest in looking it up. So Ewok is I believe a mixer partner now. And if I'm remembering correctly, they are a deaf streamer. So they stream, but they're deaf. So that's kind of an interesting thing that they kind of are overcoming that and saying, no, I can still stream. What in the world was that? And why did it happen?
It's just a bunch of like keyboard pounding.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Yeah, what Beardy's saying is people got upset that he got mixer partner, which I don't understand. Why are you upset about that? Be glad for
Because
people.
people are dumb.
But
If it's not happening to them, people are going to be jealous and they're going to be rude about it.
yeah, but
Yep.
it's not a pie. You don't get less partner. Like it's not like they're gonna be like, all right, well we've hit our 50 partners for the year. Sorry about you, guy who's also a great streamer. Make better content. Is there anyone that you don't think should be on this or that is missing from it that you think should be?
So I'm going to throw somebody out there that I think he's an amazing person. He's not the biggest personality, but I feel very strongly about him. He's a really good guy. Is Pony Plays, which if anybody doesn't know, PWNY Plays. He's actually probably like one of the most entertaining streamers I've ever seen, and the fact is that he's not bigger than he already is it's just sad. He's just fantastic. I love him to death.
I like the name.
Yeah, he's not a personal friend
creative.
of mine, so I'm not just like plugging somebody. Like he genuinely is somebody I just randomly one day on Twitch and just repeatedly I keep going back to him. Like he's great. I think he's on a little bit of a like mental health break right now, but I think he's somebody that should be like kind of like the underdog in like that list of people.
Right.
I was surprised Tim the Tatman wasn't there.
I am too. I'm really surprised Tim the Tatman's not there.
Yeah.
Especially over Grivg.
Or Ninja.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't personally enjoy a lot of the Fortnite streamers, but I mean, Ninja has been such a big part, especially this year. I'm surprised he's not somewhere on that list.
Yeah.
It could be that they were trying to give it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it could
I
have
think
just been
Ninja-
like people are kind of tired of seeing Ninja's face everywhere, so they were like,
Everywhere.
let's
I
not
think-
really
I
pull
don't
that
think
in.
He's done anything like super notable this year. Aside from moving to Mixer, I don't think he's done anything super notable. I don't pay attention to him that much.
Yeah,
to be
he moved
perfectly honest.
to Mixer, and that's all that I've really heard of him
Yeah,
this
like,
year.
I think they're just trying to give people like a little bit more like, you know, that should probably get a little bit more
Snap, crackle,
notability.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's I have respect for him. I've never not respected Ninja for like what he's done and like what where he's come from or anything. It's just he's not really my cup of tea, but
Right.
That's very
I can
difficult.
I can respect what he does.
That's fair. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Tim's not on here. But I think that's like the main person that I see missing that I'm surprised isn't on here. As far as like your like big names go, All right. Well then, let's see. I don't think there's much else on here that we like we can talk about like each individual thing, but the rest of
Let's
them
not.
yeah, the rest of them don't particularly fit perfectly, and also I don't know who like half of these people are.
Yeah.
Or what like half of
That's
these things are.
If you don't know who half of the people or things are, I know about maybe a 10th.
Yeah, like there's esports coaches, esports team of the year, and like some of them are like Dota teams or league teams, and I'm just like, I just don't watch any of those things.
I don't even know what Dota is. I've heard of it so much, but I've never played it or
It's
even looked into it.
It's another MOBA. It's the same general idea as League of Legends, but it was originally a Warcraft mod.
I think Twitch is just so very pocketed with its niches that it's unless you are actually a part of like any given community, you're not going to really know the people that are within those bubbles. So it's just kind of like it's hard. Like me, I know like the Resident Evil speedrunners, like I would know those people if I saw their names, but like outside of that, it's hard. Like it's hard to really keep track of everybody that's actually notable on Twitch because I actually think that like with Twitch there are so many notable people that it's actually like impossible to keep up with it. Kind of like YouTube,
Right.
like unless someone is literally at like the top 20 channels like on YouTube, you really don't know who they are.
Right. And then there's always like it seems like there's always those people who basically everyone knows. Like, you go to YouTube and you think of like Casey Neistat, like that he is YouTube. MKBHD, he is like one of the faces of that platform now. And I mean, there's still like, oh god, I hate that guy so much. I hate him.
I had to bring him up.
I hate him.
No, you didn't.
That's one of the few people who I can be like, I don't like their content and I do not respect them as a human being.
I'm not saying that I sit down and watch his videos or anything. He's just there. Like, you go on YouTube, he's there. Like,
I think
there's
I
just
have
no shaking
finally tailored my YouTube enough that he is not there anymore. Like, as many gaming videos as I watch, it doesn't show up, and I don't know how I did it or what I did, but it makes me happy.
Isn't there a way to actually stop channels from showing up in your suggestions?
I think there might be. I think eventually, like, after it like keeps popping up and it's like, why aren't you interested? I'm not interested in this entire channel. After you do that a few times, it will probably stop recommending it, but it takes a little while.
I've noticed it does stuff like that, because there are some like random YouTube channels, like mukbang channels and stuff that I used to watch all the time, and like I would watch their videos like one after the other, like just straight up binge watching it, and no pun intended. And like now I don't see them, so it's like unless I actively think about them, then I don't even look for them anymore. And it's really strange. It's like you go 2 days without watching somebody and then they don't show up ever again, and you forget about them.
Yeah, that kind of happens to me sometimes too, like especially with some of the like the bigger ones, like Achievement Hunter. I won't watch any of their stuff for a long time, and then it'll stop showing up. Then I'm like, what happened to Achievement Hunter? And then I'll go look it up, and I'm like, oh, they've released 400 videos. I guess I know what I'm doing for the next week.
Maybe that's part of the algorithm.
Probably. I don't know. YouTube's algorithm is, it sure is something.
One of its own.
It's not like what it was in 2009. I'll definitely say that much.
Yeah, it has gone downhill for sure.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit.
But it happens.
For children?
Yeah,
I want to make that meme, like with the butterfly.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like
YouTube.
Content not for children. Is this for kids?
Yeah. That's basically what it is at this point. It's ridiculous.
In the sky, I can go twice as high.
I see what Beardy's talking
Like
about.
the DMX remix of that.
Oh, God.
I'm so tired, guys. I'm so
It's
tired.
okay.
Have you ever heard the
I like
DMX
you
remix
sleep.
of that song?
No.
Ugh.
I like you sleepy like this, because it's like you're
Calmer?
reminding me of all the TV shows that I used to watch as a kid.
Wait, did you say calmer, Spartan?
Like you're a little bit calmer than like what was it last week when you had caffeine,
No.
or the week before? I know when it was when Die Bear was on the list. You had
No.
caffeine.
No, that's just how I am normally.
No, you had caffeine.
Nah.
You wouldn't want me on caffeine.
You wouldn't want
I
me
scare- I
without
traumatize
caffeine.
children, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I start shaking.
Nice. All right, it's Destiny reset day. I'm very excited.
All right, guys. Well, then let's go around the circle and we'll start our closing talk. Spartan, we'll start with you, man. Where can people find you if you're streaming, and when can they expect you?
Well, they can find me at twitch.tv/SpartanBL. I try to keep everything as simple as possible. As I say that, my Twitter is like, very not so simple. Actually, it is. It's XSpartanBLX, so that is kind of simple.
That's not too
I
bad.
thought it was a little
It was
bit
more complicated than that.
Yeah, I thought it was. I never shout myself out, so I mean, I'm like, I'm always on the True Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much it. I don't have an Instagram. I don't do like a big Facebook page or anything. So I mean, it's pretty much just Twitter and here, and
Fair
Discord.
enough.
And I'm always around in a bunch of different people's chats, so you can always find me.
Yeah. So yeah, if you watch any of like the True partners, TRUfam, anybody really that streams, you'll probably find Spartan hanging out and chatting and lurking around. Yeah. Well, cool, Spartan. Thanks for coming on, dude. I appreciate it. Andy, where can the people find you, and when can they find you, and all that fun stuff.
Usually at Hot Topic.
In the mall.
You can find me pretty much everywhere as AndyTurboX. So my Twitch TV channel, it's, / AndyTurboX. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter and Instagram, so you can definitely follow me there. I did just start a Facebook page for just kind of extra stuff. It's basically just kind of like a redundancy. Whatever I post to Twitter and Instagram kind of gets aggregated there, but I'm gonna try to find a way to use that a little bit more, maybe test out the gaming thing there. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I have it. So, and I'm, like I said, I'm trying to be more active, so you can usually find me in those places just talking about random things and taking random photos of things.
Very
and my pretty makeup, because that's what I do. I like playing with makeup now because
Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
Mine came off already.
As long as it's fun, right?
Mine came off.
Mine stays on pretty well.
Oh, I dropped my phone.
Well done.
All right, Mallet, where can the people find you? When can they find you? You know the drill.
Yeah. Anybody who's been here, they know. So I've been streaming lately because my joints hurt and I'm falling apart. Yay! So I'm hoping to come back after the new year. We'll see. I'm supposed to get an official diagnosis in a couple weeks. So yay! More medical bills! Hooray!
Woohoo!
So,
I have those.
Yay! So
Yay!
Oh, those
American
too.
healthcare system.
yay! So I'm falling apart. Y'all. Y'all know. What's oh shut up, Beardy. Shut up, Beardy.
That is not fair.
God.
Shut up. Believe me, I tried to move to England. I tried everything. But you know how hard it is to move over there? You don't have any idea how hard it is? Oh, because you're from there and you're a sin.
I don't know, because I've never tried.
It's difficult.
I believe it.
Very. Believe me,
I have a
wish I
friend
could
that moved to
move
Canada, and he was like, a long time was dealing with stuff.
Dumb. Let people go places and be happy. Well, guys, that's going to do it for the show then. As always, my name is Mr. Pure Instinct, or MPI. You can find me on all the places at Mr. Pure Instinct, or you can always find me here during the TRUtalk podcast on Tuesday evenings. Spartan is rating us, which is, you're a little late, buddy.
What?
You're a little bit late. But guys,
Wait, what?
if you listen to the audio podcast or missed any of it and want to catch up on it later, it'll be up on YouTube and your favorite podcasting platforms tomorrow. If you're watching live on Twitch, stick around. We're going to go raid Sodomi, and we'll see y'all next week.
Why?